Okay, so here are the three crossbows set up. These are the three that I currently have. Um, Now, a fourth is currently coming to me in very poor condition, though. I ordered it off eBay, as all three of these are from. And it was in poor condition, and I'm planning on fixing it up when it arrives to me, but these are the three that I currently have. I'm going to go through each individually. So this one right here is the one that I most recently got 2 days ago. So this one is bone stock, but has a few issues. Namely, there is a crack along the stock here, as you can see if I lift it up. Maybe the lighting's not ideal, but if you can see it right there, right there. Bit of a crack. There are some stress marks there, and on the underside there, and a few more scuffs. Other than that, bone stock works perfectly fine. Yeah. This is the next one. I've had this one for a few months now. No scuffs, no scratch marks. It has the bow arms. Perfectly stock, stickers and everything. Works perfectly fine. And this one is the one I've had for the longest, probably 4 or 5 years now. And I just have never done anything with it. I just like keeping it the way it is. It has full bow arms with the yellow kind of pulley systems, I suppose. No scuffs, no scratches. Stickers are perfectly intact on both sides. Nerf Crossbow 1995 Kenner. Functions perfectly fine. I do have 3 arrows. I actually can only see 2 out, but I do have 3 that came with this. The only thing that this particular blaster is missing is the strings that run from each side of the bow arms through the priming handle through that hole, but that's okay. This is pretty much how a crossbow comes, and I don't plan on doing anything to this particular crossbow in the near future, but I can shoot it for you. I can shoot all of these. They all function perfectly fine. This is just one arrow. You can load it up with all 3, holding one on each side. Fire it up at that whiteboard with a little bit of a diagram there. Cool. So it operates perfectly normally. So now I'm just going to quickly talk a little bit about how I actually get my crossbows, where I got these, and then how I actually get them, because majority of the questions that I receive are about how I get them, just where do I find them. And the answer is eBay. eBay is awesome for stuff like this that is almost always going, or it has to be second hand, third, fourth hand. And the reason, not the reason, but the methodology I use is I check eBay multiple times a day. I'm a student, so I'm busy, but I still am always using my laptop. I can always click on the eBay, bookmark tab, just type in a few keywords, and I scroll through the pages. Now, if you type in Nerf gun, you're going to get probably 30 pages of stuff that you don't want to sift through, unless you're looking for a standard Nerf gun. But what helps me is start off with Nerf crossbow. Now, you're going to start off with exactly what you're looking for. Start off with Nerf crossbow. That is how I found this one a few days ago. I just typed in Nerf crossbow. It was listed for $175. Buy it now. Or best offer, so I offered them $140. That's what I got, plus $8 shipping. So if Nerf crossbow doesn't get you anything, it'll usually always pull up a bunch of big bad bows. And if you sift through maybe a page of big bad bows, you may find a crossbow, like I did with this case. The next thing I try is vintage Nerf gun. Now, if it doesn't pull up a crossbow, it'll pull up something of interest. Always 100% of the time will pull up some vintage blaster that is of interest generally. But if vintage Nerf gun doesn't work, try rare Nerf gun, and then try old Nerf gun. So vintage, rare, and old Nerf gun, or guns always works. You can try vintage bow, Nerf bow, anything, any sort of combination. But that's how I got all of these. And I've even had this one for a few years now, and that even worked years ago, when people still loved their crossbows. So, yeah, and pricing is not really too bad if you're into selling guns already. If you already have sales, you can sell a few guns and have the money to get a crossbow. This was 140, as I said. This was like 155 by it now, and this one I don't even remember, it was so long ago. But probably a lot more than that, just because it was longer ago when things seemed to cost more in Nerf. Yeah, and then the fourth one I'm getting was like 50 bucks, but it's just in terrible condition, so I'm gonna be fixing that up. But yeah, these are my 3 stock crossbows. Please don't message me asking to buy them or trade for them, because I'm most likely going to say no, at least now. If I ever do want to sell them, I will be telling you that I want to sell them. This video is not, it's almost doing the opposite. It's telling you how much I like and appreciate them, not how much I want to get rid of them. No matter how much money you offer me, I have 2 jobs. I don't need money right now. But if I do need money or another blaster in the future, I will make a video letting you know that one of these or more of these are up for sale. But not now, so you don't have to message or comment. Hopefully that answers all your questions. The other question, which is kind of a weird one, which I get, is why do you always outbid people for rare guns on Nerf Haven, and or how do you get the money to do so? Little personal, but why do I outbid people on rare Nerf blasters is I'm a collector. I have 7 bins full of Nerf blasters in this workshop basement. 1 bin full, 2 bin full, 3, 4, 5, 6 under there, and I don't know what the 7th is. Maybe it's only 6, but it's a lot of Nerf guns. Large majority of them are vintage. You'll find every blaster of the Supermax, every blaster of the AirTech. Lots of blasters, and it's just I'm a collector. I've been collecting these guns for 6 years now. I'm more of a modifier than a collector. This is my modification setup, but I am a collector, and so when I see an opportunity to add to my collection, I will pounce on it. When the question of how I get my money is an obscure one, but if you must know, I have 2 jobs. If you're interested at all, I can explain them here for about 30 seconds. If you're not, then you can go ahead and stop watching. But my main job is I actually built a website that you can check out. I can put the link in the description. It's supposed to launch officially to the public in a week or so, but it's fully hosted and everything. It's online. It's called PureVids. I launched it with a friend of mine from high school, and it's aimed at online videos and tutoring specific for textbooks in high schools and colleges, and it's a very cool website, and I have income with that, and then I also have income as a basically independent mathematics teacher and contractor, consultant, and so and then also a computer programmer. So I'm a programmer, a mathematician, and I also enjoy working on my entrepreneurial pursuits on the side, such as purevids.org, which you can check out in my link below. So yeah, here's my crossbows, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow with an update on my Strife, which is the contest entry for the Nerf Haven modifications contest of 2013 blasters.